Alright folks, so to continue from the last video. Ministers in church, whether a pastor, teacher, whatever. The amount of opportunities that you've had over the years to help people, to teach people, to bless people, and you've not done so. What delusion would tell you that God is going to keep giving you chance after chance after chance? He knows who you are. He knows what you desire to serve. And he knows that that is not him. Right? Oh, you can tell people as much as you like that you love God. You can tell people as much as you like that you desire to do things according to his will and ways. How many more chances should you be given to prove that? How many chances have you been given already? It's like in football. If you had a football team and your centre forward had 10,000 chances to score and never scored, would you consider maybe it's time to replace that forward with someone who can actually put the ball in the back of the net? Well, in reality, would you wait until those 10,000 chances been missed without a goal, or would you do something earlier? And you think God is less concerned about standards than you are, or than you would be. It is quite fascinating, getting to that point of understanding that this is the will of God, the church being as worthless and useless as it is, that this is the will of God. Because we are in the last days. If we are in the last days in the church, well, as I say, it's blinking obvious, isn't it? Really? How could society go down that direction of the Antichrist and the 666 if the church was doing things according to the nature or the will of God? If God wanted the church to be good, if God wanted the church to be victorious, there'd be no way, shape or form the Antichrist could be the head. No way, shape or form. It couldn't happen. One way it can happen is if the church is reverse, is doing things according to the world, doing things according therefore to the devil, thinking that the devil is God, therefore bowing down to the devil, then your path is clear. There's no one going to stop you. Even though it's the will of God. Anyway, the Antichrist has to come. If that's God's will, we can't stop it. Right? It has to happen. But as I say, it can only really happen in a world where the church is as mirroring the world as it could possibly be. And ta-da! In today's world, we have that. I've done that ta-da quite a lot recently. It's that big reveal. There you go. We got it. Yeah. Because we have. That is what we have. Yeah. It's why, to me, I suppose, I've been quite heavy on thinking about the fact that we need to understand what went wrong. We need to do the MOTing of our church, of our relationship with each other, of our relationship, especially in marriages and stuff like that. Yeah. We need to do that because we need to understand the things that the devil's trying to put in to destroy us and get rid of them. We need to notice that stuff. The church just brought a ton of things in from the world. And at no point in time did they go to God? Well, again, they might have, I don't know. Did they go to God? I don't know. But they didn't really do the homework. Did they? They didn't really look. Because every tree in this forest here, every single tree is different. Might look the same, but they're different. Every single tree is different from the other ones in the forest. Every single snowflake is different. So why would God want the churches to be exactly the same? Pretty much exactly the same. Okay, you've got different people, you've got a different pastor. What I'm talking about is the way they do the service. The way they do the songs, and they have the announcements, and they have 40 minutes of ministry. Pretty much most churches do that exactly to the... Yeah? Exact. That's not God, that's man. The way that the people that are the leaders of the churches are pretty much identical in nature. How? Is that God? No, the world. Bible college. The people that actually go to Bible college, desire to do it, are those sort of counsellors, those sort of people. Yeah. The do-goodies. They're the ones that want to go to do the Bible college. And their families have been involved in that sort of things, and therefore they have the money so they can send their kids to that sort of stuff. Right, okay. And they get taught there how to do the 4 Ps. Yeah. I'm not going to mention them again. I've mentioned them before many, many times. Even trying to remember them in order is quite difficult. I have to mention them for a long time. But anyway, they get taught to do all that. Yeah. What they don't get taught, and what they couldn't possibly get taught, is how to connect with God. And so therefore they never learn that. So, again, if that was God's will, then we are where we should be. Yeah. God knows his sheep, and sheep we are. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Be blessed and be a blessing. Bye-bye.